Hi, I'm John Nord. I don't usually talk on my videos. I usually add the writing in there. I'm a little camera shy, I guess. Anyway, I was looking around on the internet when I first started putting jump rings on jewelry, and I noticed there's a lot of video clips on soldering jump rings together. But the new jump rings that they've came out with are solder filled. You see that? And I'm getting these from Rio 925521, and they have solder and flux already applied to them, and you just put those on the jewelry piece, and then you put some heat to it, and the ends of it solders together, which is a big help because you don't want a lot of heat on a finished piece of jewelry, and you don't want to get to the jump ring and go soldering it on there and have too much heat on it, and then you turn your turquoise a different color, or you melt the inlay glue out of it, or some of your soldering comes loose, whatever, or fire scale at worst. Anyway, I'm going to show you a little clip here today, real quick, how I solder these solder filled jump rings together, because I couldn't find any clips on the internet showing that, and how to be careful not to damage your jewelry when the last thing you're doing is putting the jump ring on it. So I'll show you just a short clip on this. Okay, I have a pendant here I just made, and I'm going to put the jump ring on it. Get one of these out of here. And of course, everybody knows this. You bend it open a little bit. You make sure this joint is real tight, no gaps, and lined up perfectly. Okay, I'm going to be using the Cool Jewel to keep my pendant from being damaged from the heat. I just take a little bit of that and put on here over the turquoise and the inlay on both sides. I like that. Solder joint upright. Clip it on my third hand. I take my torch, and some people say, man, you're using a really big torch for that. Well, it's the only tip I have right now, and my micro torch is not working, so it can be done with this. Don't need much flame. This goes real quick. You just heat it until you see the jump ring turn a little bit of color, and you keep your flame upwards. I have my sponge handy. Put it in some water to wash it off. and then I will look at it under my microscope to make sure it's joined. And I know you can't see it on the camera, but I looked under the microscope and the solder has came out of this side into the other side, and it's a joined, a complete joint in there. So that's all you do, and this is undamaged and clean again, and you polish it up a little bit and you're ready to put it on your chain. I hope you learned a little something from this clip, and I plan on having a lot more videos out in the future, and I really appreciate everybody that's been watching them. Thanks again.